Is one required to immerse electrical appliances in a mikveh? You purchase a new toaster oven, electric water boiler, water urn, an electric frying pan, and other food appliances of the like. Must you immerse it inside of a mikveh? So in general, we know the halacha is that all appliances that are made for preparing food, and the food comes in direct contact with the appliance, then it must be immersed in a mikveh due to the mitzvah of tvilas kelim. And thus seemingly so too here, it should make no difference whether the appliance works through electricity, or works mechanically, or is just a pot. Either way, it is used for the sake of preparing food, and therefore is chayiv in tvilas kelim. On the other hand, if you immerse an electrical appliance, it can cause damage and destroy the function of the machine. So in truth, there is no halachic exception or exemption given by a biblical or rabbinical command just because it may cause damage. We don't say you can keep Jewish law until it reaches your pocketbook. Then you can let go. Jewish law, whether it be a biblical mitzvah or a rabbinical mitzvah, of which tvilas kelim is a dispute as to its status, but irrelevant of the dispute, all agree that we do not say you're exempt from fulfilling this obligation if it may cause damage to the item that you want to toivel. Nonetheless, what some have brought up regarding electrical appliances is that an electrical appliance only works when the plug is plugged into the socket of the wall. Now, we have a rule that any vessel which is attached to the ground is not considered a vessel in terms of Kabbalah's Tumah, receiving impurity, and therefore it doesn't need to be toiveled. Back in the day, the ovens were made inside of a wall or inside of the ground. You didn't have to toivel the oven, even though we put the pitas on the side walls of the oven. So some want to suggest that maybe so too here, since an electrical appliance only works when you plug it into the wall, it's considered like a vessel that's attached to the ground, which is not mekabel tumah, which does not require immersion. Practically, while this is a nice svara, this is not the accepted halacha. The poskim of this and the previous generation who dealt with the shaila of electrical appliances regarding their obligation of tefillah all unanimously ruled that they do require immersion in a mikveh. So ruled the Igros Moshe in Shuva Yeredeya, Volume 1, Shuva 57, Volume 3, Shuva 24, the Chelkas Yankiv, and two different Shuvas, the Minchas Yitzchak, the Shevet Halevi, the Ber Moshe, the Kinyan Torah, the Shaga Ameir, the Mishnah Halachas, Shuvas Van Hagas, or Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, in Sefer Tfilas Kelim, and many other Paiskei V'Gdei Dereinu. Thus, there is no room to rely on the above logic that we introduced. Accordingly, one must immerse toaster ovens, sandwich makers, water urns, and the like in a mikvah if he desires to use them. Now, how do you immerse it without causing damage to the appliance? So one option which is readily seen to work is to immerse it fully as normal and not to use it for 24 hours until it dries up. It's one option. Many people have immersed electrical appliances, waited 24 hours, turned it on, and voila, it works. Another option is, if the appliance contains only certain parts that are chayiv in tevilah, such as an oven, only the grates are chayiv in tevilah, then don't immerse the whole oven, just immerse the grates. You can even take apart, for example, the toaster oven, and only immerse those parts of the metal that come in contact with the food. Other alternatives that exist, in contrast to immersing it, which circumvent the need to immerse it, is to give the item to a Jewish professional, have him take it apart in a way that only a professional knows how to put back together, and then have him reassemble it. This makes the item to be considered as if it was made by a Jew, and an item made by a Jew does not require immersion. However, that which people try to do to circumvent the obligation by giving the vessel to a Gentile as a present and then borrowing it back, according to many poskim, including the Alter Rebbe, this solution is only temporary and does not work on a permanent basis, and thus this is not a practical solution to the issue. Rather, the solutions are either A, immerse it or immerse the parts necessary and wait 24 hours for it to dry, or give it to a Jewish professional to take apart and reassemble.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many Sepharim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.